Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're doing something a little different.
Yeah.
We're pulling back the curtain on what it's really like to run a business, specifically in the fitness world.
Right. Stepping behind the studio doors. We're looking at a yoga business today.
Exactly.
And let me tell you, it's often, well, way less calm and serene than it looks from the outside.
That's the truth. And for this deep dive, our source is fantastic. It's an in-depth interview with Mahnaz Jahangiri. She's the founder of Samadi Yoga.
Yeah, Mahnaz's story, it gives this really unique, almost personal look at how much the fitness industry has changed. We're talking, what, the last 2 decades?
It's huge.
It really shows incredible resilience.
So here's our mission for you, the listener. We want to break down the main challenges Mahnaz faced, pull out some really surprising insights from her journey, and hopefully give you some practical takeaways about building a business, honestly, any business that's really built on integrity.
Not just the bottom line.
Exactly. It's about that balance, isn't it, between the passion, the thing you love, and the tough practical stuff.
Absolutely. And how being truly authentic, really genuine, can make your business stand out.
Okay, so her journey into yoga, it wasn't straightforward. Not what you'd maybe expect.
No, none of that.
What was she doing before the whole downward dog thing?
So quite the opposite, actually. She was deep in high-stress TV production for years.
High-stress TV? Like what?
We're talking big, iconic shows. Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune.
Wow. Okay. Those are huge. The pressure behind the scenes on those must be intense.
Oh, yeah. And she was also with The Price is Right. Both Bob Barker's era and Drew Carey's.
So constant pressure, fast pace.
Day in, day out. She said it was, exciting but totally exhausting. And that's actually why she first tried yoga.
Ah, okay. For herself, to manage the stress.
Exactly. Just a personal tool initially.
But then it became something more, right? It wasn't just stress relief.
No, she talked about this really profound shift. She felt this deep calling to contribute to humanity, she said.
Wow.
And TV just wasn't fulfilling that need anymore.
That's a powerful reason to change things up, wanting purpose. So she follows this calling, takes the plunge, opens Samadi Yoga. When and where did that happen?
That was in Westlake Village, around 2007 or 2008, I believe.
Okay.
And then later she actually opened a second spot in Koreatown.
Right. So doors open, studio looks great. What was that first big, maybe unexpected slap of reality she faced?
Oh, yeah, the big one. It's simple, but man, it hits so many startups hard. People don't just show up.
The classic build it and they will come fallacy.
Totally. It just didn't happen automatically.
So what did that feel like, that shock? And how did it, force her to change her whole approach right from the start?
Well, it's a huge wake-up call. I mean, think about marketing today. It's so digital, right?
Yeah, apps, software.
Exactly. Something like 45% of fitness places use management software now. 38% have their own apps. But back in 2007,
Ancient history, basically.
pretty much no sophisticated social media marketing. Getting clients meant sheer, hard manual work, grinding it out.
That really puts it in perspective. The landscape was just different. So, okay, marketing's a huge mountain to climb. What about the day-to-day operations? Any immediate shocks there?
Oh, definitely. The all hats problem.
Meaning?
She realized instantly she had to be everything. The owner, sure, but also the main teacher, the person cleaning the floors, the marketer.
Wow.
Because hiring a big team just wasn't financially possible at the start.
And yeah, starting up isn't cheap. Even a small studio, what, 10, 50 grand?
Easily. And a full gym can hit 300K or more.
So her story really highlights that constant financial tightrope you walk as a small business owner.
Absolutely. You're juggling money constantly, trying to keep things running smoothly, and always looking for ways to bring in revenue beyond just the memberships.
Right, because memberships are usually only, what, 60, 70%?
Yeah, around there. So you need the extras. Retail, workshops, maybe personal training. That's how you build something sustainable long term.
Okay, so if the old school ads in magazines and papers weren't really working,
Limited success there, yeah.
and social media wasn't the beast it is now, what did work? What actually built Samadi Yoga's community?
One thing, she said, loud and clear, word of mouth.
Really?
That was the absolute game changer, the gold standard, she called it. Just pure organic growth.
Okay, but why were people talking? What was making Samadi stand out so much that people were recommending it?
She broke it down to 3 key things. Pillar number 1, timing.
Okay.
They were the only hot yoga studio in that area right when hot yoga was starting to explode in popularity.
Ah, smart positioning. Or maybe just great luck.
Probably a bit of both.
Yeah.
Pillar 2, Her obsession with cleanliness.
Cleanliness!
Yeah, she aimed for cleaner than hospitals.
Yeah.
Seriously. And people noticed. That detail spoke volumes.
That's interesting. You wouldn't necessarily think of that as a primary driver, but it makes sense. It builds trust.
It really does. It's one of those things that signals quality without you having to say it.
Okay, so timing, cleanliness. What was the third pillar?
Really high-quality teachers. She was incredibly selective. Very critical, she said, about who she hired. Only the best.
Got it. So unique offering, super high standards, top teachers. That creates real value people talk about.
Exactly. And that's maybe the core insight here, right? Before all the fancy digital marketing, Mahnaz accidentally built the best marketing tool ever.
Yeah.
Just being undeniably excellent.
And even today, with all the digital noise.
That foundational quality, that's still what makes your marketing work. It gives it substance, not just reach.
That's a really powerful point. So she ran these physical studios for, what, over 10 years?
Yeah, eventually closing them in 2018.
Right. So thinking about that decade, what was a typical week like for her? Balancing that deep love for yoga with the, let's face it, grind of running a business.
Well, she said she often tried to start her week teaching, especially Mondays.
Grounding herself.
Totally. That was her happy place, her anchor. Getting back to why she started it all.
That makes sense. A necessary reset.
But then, almost immediately, the focus had to shift. Looking at the numbers, managing the teachers, making sure the studio looked perfect, felt right. That whole positive vibe.
It's a lot to juggle. And she really emphasized that for her, it was never just a business, right? It was a mission.
Very much so.
Yeah.
The love for yoga, healing, health, she said. That chased everything.
So how did that strong conviction play out in actual business decisions? Were there times where that love for yoga maybe went against a pure profit motive?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The teacher trainings are a perfect example.
Ah, right, because those are usually huge moneymakers for yoga studios.
Massive. Often the biggest revenue stream.
But she approached it differently.
Completely. She waited 5 or 6 years to even start offering them.
Wow. That's patience.
And when she did, she kept them intentionally small.
Uh-huh.
Her goal wasn't just to, churn them out for cash.
Right.
She wanted to develop teachers from her own community, people who really got the Samadi philosophy, who lived it.
That shows real commitment to her values over just maximizing revenue.
Yeah.
Did that create tension financially?
Oh, for sure. She mentioned friends telling her she had too much heart to make a lot of money.
Oh, I can imagine.
Her goal wasn't really about getting rich. It was about making enough to keep the mission going without, as she put it, killing yourself.
Which is tough.
Especially when staffing alone can eat up like 35 to 45% of your revenue. It's a constant balancing act.
And while she's navigating all that, the whole fitness world around her is just morphing, changing constantly.
Big time. Beyond just hot yoga taking off, there were other major shifts.
Like what?
Well, think about the whole Bikram Chowdhury controversy.
Oh, right. The legal issues, the scandal.
Exactly. And that hit Mahnaz directly because she was originally Bikram trained.
Oof. So that put her in a really difficult spot regarding her studio's brand, its identity.
A really tough call. She eventually decided she had to change the studio name, change the logo, create distance.
What happened then?
She lost some clients, some of the really hardcore Bikram followers, as she called them. She felt they were maybe a bit brainwashed by it all.
Wow. That really shows how external industry stuff can force your hand, even when it clashes with your original base.
Definitely. And on top of that specific issue, competition was just exploding everywhere.
Right. You mentioned that saturation she felt even back then in Westlake Village.
Yeah, she called it a cattle mentality. Everyone just chasing the next trend.
And that hasn't stopped, has it?
Not at all. It's only gotten more intense. I mean, stats show the U.S. now has roughly 1 gym for every 8,000 people.
Whoa. Okay, that puts a number on that cattle mentality. It's not just a feeling, it's a market reality. You have to stand out.
You absolutely do. And then came the rise of social media in a big way, plus all these large commercial yoga chains popping up.
How did she feel about that evolution?
She had reservations. She worried social media was kind of lessening real connection.
Mm-hmm.
And she saw the big chains with their loud music and more, commercial feel as watering down traditional yoga.
So she stuck to her guns, stayed traditional, which is admirable, but
it made attracting new members harder.
Yes.
Yeah. She admitted it was a constant uphill battle when you're not chasing the latest trends.
Yeah.
Swimming against the current.
Makes sense. So given that traditional approach, who was her core clientele? Who was drawn to Samadi?
Mostly women, she said.
Yeah.
Generally in the 35 to 65 age range.
Okay.
A lot of professionals. And interestingly, some celebrities would come through too.
Oh, yeah. How does she handle that?
She made a point of treating absolutely everyone the same. No special treatment.
I like that. How did that kind of everyone's equal vibe shape the studio culture?
It created this really authentic, grounded feeling, I think. People felt genuinely welcome. And she noticed something interesting.
What was that?
That many clients seemed to be looking for more than just a workout. They were seeking something deeper, trying to fill some kind of gap, finding healing.
That's profound. Okay, so that's the clients. What about managing the teachers? Easier or harder?
Harder, she said. Definitely teachers.
Really? Why do you think that is? It seems common among studio owners.
Well, you're dealing with people who are deeply, deeply passionate about what they do, right?
Yeah.
They have their own strong philosophies about yoga, about teaching, and sometimes, let's be honest, egos can get involved.
True. So keeping everyone aligned with the Samadi philosophy and maintaining that consistent feel must have been tricky.
Incredibly tricky. Her approach was, first, be super careful about who she hired, look for real integrity. Second, build a supportive environment internally, not competitive. And third, just communicate very, very clearly and consistently.
Okay, so if she wasn't leaning hard on early social media to build that community, what was she doing? How did she foster that loyalty?
It was all about consistent, real-world stuff.
Yeah.
Regular email newsletters, for one.
Right.
And really deep local community outreach, getting involved.
Like what kind of things?
Well, she was a Lululemon ambassador for a long time, teaching classes right in their store.
Smart.
She partnered with local chiropractors, doing workshops together, cross-promoting. She really wove Samadi into the local fabric.
That's brilliant. Using those tangible, real-world connections.
And she also knew how to leverage established names. She brought in Emmy Cleaves, a really famous older Bikram teacher, in her 80s then, for anniversary events.
And did people respond to that?
Oh, yeah. Huge crowds, she said. It just proves that those genuine community ties, those local partnerships, they still have immense value, maybe more than ever.
Absolutely. That's a timeless lesson right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's fast forward. All that experience running studios, adapting. If Mahnaz were starting a studio today, like right now in 2025, what would she do differently? And what core things would stay exactly the same?
She was really clear about this. First off, she'd absolutely hire someone just for social media, no question.
Non-negotiable now.
It's table stakes, basically. You just have to do it.
Right.
But, and this is the key part, she said her number one strategy, the core focus, would still be that deep community embedding.
Interesting. So even with all the digital tools, the focus is still local human connection.
That's what she believes.
Wow.
That intense focus on local partnerships, building a real support network around the studio. She thinks that fundamental part hasn't changed at all. It's still what matters most.
That's a really powerful insight. And it kind of explains the evolution of Samadi Yoga, doesn't it?
Yeah.
After the physical studios closed in 2018, it became fully online.
Yep, completely online. A membership platform now.
Is she still teaching herself? Actively?
Very actively. Live classes 6 days a week.
Wow.
Yoga Monday to Friday, then meditation on Sundays, usually 1 or 2 live classes each of those days.
She keeps an incredible schedule. And the platform itself, the online offering, it sounds pretty substantial. That video library is huge.
It's massive. Over 1,200 classes now.
1,200. Good grief. What kind of varieties in there?
Pretty much the works. You've got vinyasa, hatha, yin, lots of meditation, mat Pilates. And she also includes something she calls muscle control therapy.
Muscle control therapy. What's that about?
It sounds like it's about very precise, isolated movements, really focused work for strength, maybe rehab, detailed stuff. So yeah, a really comprehensive library.
And teaching live online, how does that compare to being in the room? Can you still get that connection?
Well, she has group classes, yeah. But here's what surprised her. She actually feels it can be more intimate sometimes.
Really? That seems counterintuitive. How?
Her reasoning is you're literally seeing into people's homes. They're seeing into yours. It kind of breaks down certain barriers, makes it feel more personal in a funny way.
Huh. I can actually see that. Okay, so how does the membership work? Different levels?
Yep, 3 tiers. Level 1 is $49 a month, and that covers the whole household.
Okay.
That gets you 1 live class a week, unlimited access to that giant library, recordings of the daily classes, and half-price workshops.
That seems like a really good value, especially for a household.
Totally. Then level 2 is $69 a month. That bumps you up to 6 live classes a week, Plus all the library access and discounts, of course.
Right, so that's for someone practicing more regularly.
Exactly. And then the top tier, level 3, is $139 a month.
Okay, what does that add?
You get everything from level 2, plus a monthly private 45-minute session on Zoom, just for one person, and bigger discounts on workshops.
Ah, okay, so that level 3 is where she brings that personalized healing focus directly into the online model, that high-touch element.
Precisely. It's a really smart way to translate her core philosophy into the virtual space.
It really is. And then there's this final kind of amazing twist to her whole story, isn't there?
Yeah, it's pretty great. Despite all her mixed feelings about social media and having a pretty minimal YouTube presence.
Right. She wasn't exactly chasing viral fame.
Not at all. But just putting some authentic content out there. What did it lead to?
It led to her being handpicked, hired as an expert voice for Hoda Kotb's new wellness app, the one called Hoda.
Just from a few YouTube videos. Seriously, that's incredible.
It really speaks volumes, doesn't it? It shows that just being authentic, even if it's not super polished or perfectly optimized for algorithms,
That genuineness can cut through.
it really can. It can lead to these amazing, unexpected opportunities. Real intention shines through the noise.
What a fantastic outcome. Mahnaz Jahangiri's story, the whole Samadi Yoga journey, it's just such a powerful narrative. Passion, resilience, constant adaptation.
Yeah, navigating the physical studios for over a decade, weathering huge industry storms, and then reinventing herself online as this vital presence.
And she didn't stop there. After closing the studio, she went on to write 2 books.
Oh, right.
Finding Home, A Path to Emotional Stability and Self-Healing, and then a companion journal for it.
Still focused on that core mission of healing, just through different ways.
Her whole path just underscores it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Trends change, tech changes everything. But those core values she held on to.
Authenticity, community.
Genuinely serving people. Those are the constants. That's what creates real lasting impact.
That's the foundation, the stuff that really matters.
So thinking about Mahnaz's incredible story, juggling that deep passion with the day-to-day business stuff, what really stands out to you? How could her experiences maybe inform what you're trying to build, whether it's fitness or anything else you're passionate about?
That definitely gives you something to chew on.
Absolutely. And if you want to learn more about Mahnaz and Samadi Yoga, you can find it all online at samadiyoga.com.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, going behind those studio doors today. We'll catch you next time.